What up, guys? Welcome to the Binge Eater Podcast. It's your boy, the South Bouse. I'm here with Big Lynch, my boy, Donnie Duckets. I got a couple dumb things to tell you about today. Okay, let me bring you back about a month or two. I was hacked. My Facebook. Like some silly boomer, I clicked a link that said there was MILFs in my area. Something along these lines. Not really, but anyways. I exposed myself through some sort of vulnerability in the Facebook Meta business accounts. Anyway, someone controlled the Harley fan page, which has like 500,000 followers. I used it to stream games. The Epic Mealtime fan page, over 1 million. The Epic Mealtime Show fan page, over 1 million. They went and changed the name to like Epic Show and started posting terrible links. Epic Time Show?
Epic Show Time.
Epic Showtime. That sounds like a great show, actually.
Yeah.
And then they just started posting weird shit, nonsense stuff stolen from Twitter, sometimes stolen from Black Twitter. So it's like my voice, but I'm like speaking like just not a way that I would type. Not crediting the sources, random memes, silly links out, probably asking people for cash in the DMs, but we were hacked. Having said that, we ended up getting control of our pages back. Shout out to our connections at Meta. And so I got my page back, and a guy hit me up in the DMs and was like, "Did you like my work?" It was some girl account. Yeah, and I was like, that's what we talking about? He was like, "I hacked your page. I was doing it. That was me." And I was like, "Oh, prove it." So he showed me something. It was just an account that had access that I was aware of. You wouldn't have known this unless you were the hacker, or you were Lynch. And I know this guy wasn't Lynch. So he proved that he was the hacker. And he basically reached out to me because I had shared, when I got control back, I looked through the DMs because some people were like, "Yo, Harley, are you good?"
Yeah.
Because a lot of the posts were kind of like, "Trust no one in this world except yourself."
Yeah, they were very existential.
Too bad myself hasn't been myself lately. Have I told you all I love you? Like stuff kind of like that. So I got mad wellness checks. People being like, "Are you good?" So when I got control back like a week and a half later, I was responding to a lot of people being like, "Oh, I was hacked. Yeah, thanks for reaching out." But I saw that the person who was me, like some females would be like, "Hey, are you good? You sound like you're going through something." Apparently I was writing back to them, "Send WhatsApp number." So I'm like, this guy was like trying to hit people up on WhatsApp through my page, utilizing, listen, hey bro, trust me, use it any way you can, So I gathered that he wanted me to delete the post where I screenshot him asking for WhatsApp numbers. I guess because his colleagues are familiar with the page and maybe they would look and make fun of him or something. But he actually messaged me to delete a post after hacking my page for a week and a half.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I deleted the post.
Yeah.
And he was kind of surprised. He was like, "Whoa, you're really nice." And I was like, "I'm not nice, bro. I'm fucking chill. Chiller than you."
Yeah.
Hey? Chiller than you.
Obviously.
And then he was like, "Yeah, but go look on the page. Like I made you money though. So like that's pretty chill." And he's like, "And I never changed the payout. So like it's still gonna go to you." And he was like, "I can make you 30K.
Oh, here we go.
And I was like, "Bro, if you could make 30K, why would you hack the account? Just tell me, be like, you can make 30K and then like let's do that." But instead you hack the account and like,
he's like,
I don't see how this is.
I can't make 30K. I can make you 30K.
Yeah, but basically, yeah. That's basically where he was at.
He's like,
and
click this link and you'll be good.
Yeah, exactly.
And I clicked it and I was hacked again. So he was just like, "Nah, it was chill." He's like, "That you deleted that. I'm 20 years old from Pakistan. And like I do all this Facebook stuff." And he was like, "Did you know that like you can't run ads on your videos on Facebook?" Which I already knew that. Mm-hmm. And there's been a glitch, but it was kind of like a little flex. Like he was aware of information on the page that you would have to dig deep on. Because Facebook's not friendly to use really. So anyways, I can keep going on all the details, but let me just break it down that basically I was like, "Yeah, you want to work? Let me hire the hacker." So I gave him editorial control of the page, not admin like he had before, where he was like trying to lock me out.
Yeah.
But I did give him editorial access, and he's been posting, and he has made not 30K at all. Not at all. But he did make a couple $1,000s that I wouldn't have made because I wouldn't be using the page like that.
Right.
And I told him I'd give him a percentage. So I'm out here hiring people from Pakistan, and I was like,
Dude,
yo,
this is fucked. How have you not told us this?
I don't know. It's been because it's been unraveling. Lynch is aware, but it's been unraveling.
I'm aware because people.
Bro,
I also
I'm out of the loop here. You're like pulling strings all over the globe.
Donnie, you have no idea. I want to go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
This part, you're not going to vibe with that. I want to go to Pakistan. So I hit up like an international escort bodyguard, celebrity bodyguard service.
Okay.
Where
and
like
you
I
found
would have
out that it was $50,000. It's
like, well, here's the thing. I was on the phone with them being like, yeah, I want to go to Pakistan. They're like, who's the contact? I'm like, well, I'm filming something, a YouTube video. It's this 20-year-old hacker. I think he probably works like in like an office building. And they're like, we're going to have to see if we have contacts in Pakistan. See what, do some recon. What we like to have, and this is serious on the phone, they're like, we like to have, if you're looking for 24-hour coverage, that's going to be 3 bodyguards that work in 8-hour shifts. They only travel first class. That's $1,500 per day per each of them. A bit more if you want them to carry firearms. They're going to have to get licensing. We're going to see if we have any contacts in Pakistan. We like to have a safe house in case things go down, a place where we can all reconvene. I'm also going to have to see if we have any contacts in the local hospitals there for a medical situation. We want to make sure that it's clear for us and any sort of, and I'm like, yeah. Is it a bad idea to go?
Yeah.
Like you're like, what do you think on the phone? He was like, I can't until we do a proper reconnaissance. I can't give you that. And I was like, well, you don't like just like if we're going to Pakistan, like just me, like a 20-year-old guy, can I roll with one guy? And can he sit and coach with me and share a hotel?
Yeah.
Like
that's the video, by the way, is this like buddy cop film that you make the YouTuber and this private security guy go to Pakistan together and make kind of like a Borat movie.
See, initially I wanted to go there so we can actually like get to the very tippy top of the hacker ring. You know, right now we're pretty low.
Oh, you want to infiltrate,
film the whole thing. Who knows? Maybe living there.
Hire the whole company.
Hire the whole company.
Like be like Epic Mealtime has now formed with
Hacker Anonymous Limited.
Yeah, this hacker call center building. Like we're there.
You're gonna get yourself glitter bombed.
But wait, so what happened? Actually, I didn't tell you this, Lynch, because he changed it pretty fast. But he started to post, like I said, a lot of things that would be from like Black Twitter, so the voice isn't necessarily mine, or the take isn't something I would share. Like one of them was like, if you take more than 10 minutes, bitch, I ain't gonna tip you. And I was like, what? No, I had to comment on my own post, being like, hey guys, it's me, Harley. I know Harley posted this, but it's the 20-year-old Pakistani boy. I do think you should tip regardless. So then I told him to start signing off on all of his posts. I was like, can you sign off? I'm like, what should I call you? And he's like, Mr. J. I'm like, okay, put Mr. J when you post. So we started doing that. 2 days ago, he posted like a picture. You got this, Lynch?
I forgot I meant to bring this up to you, but it just hasn't come up. But I got it sent to me. And someone
that's
like,
hilarious that you didn't bring it up. This is like a 10 on 10 super important cancelable moment, and you didn't.
Yeah, I figured I
Mr.
knew you had
J.
the fail safe. I knew you had the fail safe of him sign off as Mr. J. So I was
like,
okay.
Mr. J posted this one and didn't sign
I
this one
noticed
off.
that. I did notice that, yes.
He posted someone was like, scientists found out what the first man looked like on Earth, and like the 3D image was just Vin Diesel's head, but the caption was N-word, that's Vin Diesel.
Okay.
But he didn't sign this one off. And all the comments are like, I'm going to gather that Harley didn't post this one and it's Mr. J. Like a lot of people in the comments know Mr. J now.
People had been following.
And I had like DMs from people being like, yo, you just said the N-word on Facebook, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was your hacker. And like, it's like the one time he didn't tag himself, he also chose to use the N-word. And then he edited it and he was like, fixed it, Mr. J. But I like all the comments where like Harley's like at home, like, okay, experiment over.
Do you think he thought distribution?
He did it for
improve?
engagement.
Like he thought
sorry, what?
people. I thought. Do you think that he thought that distribution would improve if he didn't sign off as Mr. J, and people be more inclined to be like, "Whoa, here's Harley saying this. We're gonna pump this up, man. This is gonna go viral."
You have to remember, this is a person whose day-to-day job. No, not only are they a 20-year-old man in 2022, not only do they have that level of nefariousness, Andrew Tate vibes, like, but he's also, his job was a hacker. So like I like, he had my page hostage and tried to get me to pay for it before I hired him and all that.
Yeah.
So like,
you basically let the fucking fox into the hen house.
Yeah.
Like,
so when he posts, so when he posted the N-word, I knew very well. I'm like, I know you know what you're doing. I know you know enough of engagement that I saw what happened here. Like, you know, like we know what's up. And it did get engagement.
I was going to ask you, was engagement high? I didn't really check.
Yeah. But I'll ask you something. If you saw, if you were there, like if I were at Tim Hortons and like a guy that looked like my dad, like said the N-word, and I were there, I would probably be like, most likely be like, I don't think you could say that word. You can't be saying that.
Oh, like I called this person.
I'd be like, don't say that around me. Don't say that out loud. You know. However, if I were at Tim Hortons and a 20-year-old brown man said that, I would not look at him and be like, you can't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that because why? I don't know. But you guys, do you agree? I don't know why.
No, I know you mean
why,
it.
but I'm just not going to do it.
No, this
For
is like
sure. I mean, what do you mean? None of us are like, we're all bro-y looking guys. Like, I'm not going to tell. I don't. This is a terrible conversation.
It is. No, but it's also like, it's not even just the age factor. It's just that like, I just can't assess. I don't have enough information.
You don't want to be,
you know, if a guy looks like my dad's like pink with like strawberry blonde hair and blue eyes. He says the N-word, I'd be like, buddy, no, not here.
You know,
not in this time. But if it was like,
someone that like, you would assume to be South Asian.
If I was gonna even say, if it was like a Chinese person,
right?
I'd be like, I'd be calculating in my head. I'd be like,
that's between you and them. I'm not gonna step in on this one because
like I can hold mine accountable.
Exactly, because you see a white guy do it, and you're like, hey, white guy, we don't talk like that. And then you see a Chinese guy do it, you're like, look, man, this is not my fight right now, but let me tell you, people may be upset.
You should have just found something that was like, that had the K word involved, where you have full authority to say it if you'd like.
People don't know that though.
Yeah.
The word isn't,
it's not as popular. It's not as like,
Kanye hasn't been pushing that enough. He hasn't dropped that yet.
Seriously, I bet you that's going to be his next like song. He's going to come out with like a sweater instead of Nike. It's going to say.
Well, did you see his merch? The Yay 24 merch?
No,
it says Yay, and it's like a Y and an E blocky like together, and it looks as much as a swastika as Yay can look like.
Okay,
and 24. Where the 2 and the 4 looks as much as a swastika.
As soon as you said 24,
imagine.
I was like, I could do that one in my brain pretty easily.
Yeah. Yay also. Like, it's really, like he's out here making these moves.
I want to say
anyways,
about the hacker,
sick man.
The hacker, I don't know if I'm going to go to Pakistan. I was even like, hey, would you come to Canada? And he was like, can I get a wife?
Out of the deal?
Is that
and I was like, can you get one in Pakistan? He was like, it's not easy out here.
You're like, bro, it's BYOB.
You say it's not easy in Pakistan to get a wife?
He was like, there's lots of he was like, you could get killed for hitting on a woman. Like, you can get killed by her father or her brother if she's spoken for or promised to someone.
It's some sort of honor crime.
Bro, it's like 3 a.m. for me. I don't know what time it is for him. And I'm like lying in my bed. He's lying in his bed. We're like texting each other.
Yeah.
Like talking. We're both literally like lying on our backs. He's like, do you want to see me? And I was like, sure. And he like sends a picture of his eyeball. He's like, just this for now. And I'm like, okay, cool eye.
That's interesting.
Man.
Maybe he has a long con going. Maybe he's got a long con going. He's like trying to drag you in.
100%. Oh, as soon as there's any sort of vulnerability or weakness,
then he does,
he will take advantage of it for sure.
Like this, like he's like, you want to see me? And you're like, yeah. So he sends his eye, and then he's like, now send your eye. And then he tries to do some biometric shit with like a close up of your eye.
What did you say?
Calls my bank. He's like, this is my eye. Look.
Yeah.
We should get him on the podcast.
I will say that the difference between your hack and our hack was that your guy was getting real personal. I know you mentioned this, but like I was sending stuff like it's not funny. Obviously, we're laughing. Being hacked is not something that's enjoyable. I can tell you that. Like it's just,
you're right. This could have really upturned like a small business's entire life.
It's very like stressful and like sucks at times because like you're just kind of at. You think that because we have pages that are relatively large that you just get it solved, like, oh, no problem, here you go, we're gonna fix it right now. That's not the way it works. It's not like 2 seconds. Like we got ours back, I would say in record time, probably
like
as
2
fast
weeks.
2 weeks, which I think
still
in
took
many
a long time. Yeah,
and like we were on it, like we were on it pretty hard, but it definitely just like ruins your night. Like when it happened, I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then like
we also, because they're like, do they have my bank information? My bank information is in there. A lot of my information is in there.
How much to know about me? But on our page, they were just posting like random stuff, but like they were talking about how Harley's dad is a toxic piece of shit, and that's where Harley learned how to be a toxic piece of shit. And
literally, they'd say stuff like that.
And you're like, okay, it's not cool when you tell the truth, guys. That's how
when your dad's toxic and he hits you, and I'm like, I've been
calling him Uncle Toxic this whole time. Now he's Uncle Toxic to me. He's not even Big A.
Uncle T.
Uncle T, yeah. So that was the saga. It was,
so
is it ongoing? Is he fired? Did you fire him?
No, he's sticking around still.
Okay.
The first payment hasn't even come through yet because it's a month delayed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think you should hack him. At this point, that's the only.
I did make I made a small effort. I did.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is, Donnie? It's very like people don't understand. Like we're probably so far. These guys probably sit around figuring it all out. Like we still don't understand how it happens.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I sat down when we got hacked, and I played on Facebook probably for like 3 hours, and learned so much more about the app itself because I was looking for things that I didn't know what I was looking for. Yeah. So I was learning the back end of it. And it is so crazy because there's a Facebook back end, then a Meta back end, Meta business back end, creator dashboard, business dashboard, looking at it as a fan page, looking at it as the admin. Like there's so many things. It's not really accessible. And then they let like 11,000 employees go. So like that affects everyone, even if you're like a bigger page. So for us, it was not that easy. But regardless, we're going to keep you guys posted about what happens with Mr. J and I. It should be interesting. And if you guys got some interesting suggestions, feel free to let us know in the comment section. So Liver King's getting sued for $25 million.
I didn't see that. Really?
Yeah,
I hope.
I saw Louis posted an article there by fans who bought his product. But like that's the thing is like I know that you could sue anyone for anything,
right?
So being sued is one thing.
It's the results. Yeah,
and the results are also two entirely different things from one another.
Sounds like way from the outside, it kind of looks like there might be a case there.
I'd say there's a case. I don't think you'd necessarily guaranteed anything because it's not like he was like, eat cow balls, get these abs.
Right.
It's insinuated, but yeah.
No, just based on the way he was like, he organized his business, like his plan and his execution, it feels like he probably thought that part of it through. Like, do you think he was totally surprised by the concept that he has these emails that exist and that it's never going to get out?
Well, The other
You don't think he maybe consulted with a lawyer? Like, he had money before. It wasn't like he was a broke person. Like, he had money, he had businesses. He could have talked to a lawyer and said, here's what I'm doing. Like, I don't know if he planned that far ahead, but based on the fact that he planned his entire social media strategy and
he planned for success, though. I don't know if he would plan for failure.
But it looks like I don't know if you don't have a guarantee of truth in anything. It is sort of a buyer beware market. This guy is not. He's not sanctioned by any government body to be providing, he's just a dude. If you believe him and buy his shit, if that became illegal,
then he lied to you.
Okay, so why don't you sue a fucking a priest then? Like,
why?
There's all kind.
You're going to heaven though,
for sure. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sue people for lying to you.
Yeah, you can.
I know.
You could actually sue someone for not lying to you.
Sure. I'm just saying, you're not necessarily going to win in a court of law for saying, oh, this guy told me a story which made me want to buy a t-shirt. Like, that's not.
But it is like an element of defrauding the customer if you're making some type of guarantee. Now, is that in writing on his website that he guarantees that you'll be a certain way?
For sure.
That's what you have to do, is you have to prove that he was saying or insinuating that you could get muscles like him if you eat cow balls and be a part of his business. And now what's funny is for him is he's going to have to be like, you have to be a fool to not know I was clearly on steroids.
Or not just that,
it was so odd. And they're going to cite things that like, you said that you weren't on steroids. And he would be like, yeah, but I'm Brian Johnson. And that's the Liver King that said that. That's a bid. How did you not
just
know?
that, but even the way you just said it, you're like, you could get muscles like this if you eat the cow balls that you could.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
not that you will. It's like,
yeah, but then it's like, but yeah, wait, you're also on steroids though. You didn't tell me that part.
I mean, he looked good pre-steroids. To be totally like honest,
I'd hope so. He spent $250,000 a year. I would hope they're the best steroids.
No, before steroids.
Oh yeah, he was strong. He was very muscular, actually.
He looked pretty good. I mean, the beard wasn't there to sort of match the energy, I would say. Maybe he was watching Epic Mealtime. He's like, damn, I need to get that beard. Like, this is primal,
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the beard from me. He saw my beard.
axe.
I don't know. There were some years there where your beard was completely primal and unruly, bro. I have to say. Like, I go back to some where there's like it's like been growing and there's no management. It just
there was
exists.
Never a shape. There was a one full year where I said, I'm going to grow my beard for a year. I think it was 2013, 2014. Said, I'm going to grow my beard for a year and I'm not going to touch it. So I don't touch the sides. I don't touch any of it. There's no shape. It's actually so ugly. It would be in my teeth a lot.
That's really a bad look. Like, a lot of the time, if you don't do anything, if you're going to let it go, you got to do something.
Oh, I looked the worst I've ever looked. And I would like have like a tape cassette belt buckle and like a backwards Mortal Kombat hat barely on my head, like falling off the back of my head.
Oh God, yeah.
And like
the Dollard tilt.
Yeah, like tight, like jean shorts.
No, we had the ponytail probably.
Like free DC shoes. No ponytail. Ponytail. I learned how to. I committed to shaping the beard.
Oh,
this is pre
GTA villain.
This is you with just the eyeballs existing in your nose.
Yeah, shortly after the Carl's Jr. commercial. Like, this is like muscles, glasses left, and I was like, I'm not shaving for a year in mourning.
I need a new gimmick.
I have to say, I'm a little disappointed in the two of you.
Why?
Because no one really clocked my sweater when I came on today.
Oh, so I've been waiting for a good moment to drop it. Dude, I noticed it. I noticed it early on, and then like we were talking about the hacker thing, and then I was like, okay, after that I'm gonna put it in, but I didn't want to end the hack thing too early, so I was waiting for a moment to slide it in.
Yeah, I got down.
I was looking at the top, and I didn't recognize what I was looking at. I didn't realize that you picked up the McDonald's drip.
I had to do it. We've been talking so much merch. It was probably a big waste of money, or ultimately a waste of money. But
stand up, Cactus Plant Flea Market, and it's got the McDonald's old school stirring coffee spoon, the McDonald's logo. This is, what is this, a double XL or an XL?
XL quality.
XL.
Is, you know,
is it like a Gildan?
I don't know. I got to run it through. It's supposedly like some type of like hype piece brand. I don't know much.
Do you have any
it.
qualms with putting scissors to your clothes yourself ever?
No.
I see some good cuts on the sweater right here.
Well, I respect.
I would cut right down that middle there, right where you were just touching.
Yeah, you'd cut a slit.
Yeah, I would. 100%. 100%.
What do you mean cut a? What do you?
Like I would take scissors,
like a hockey shirt split.
Cut here.
Oh.
No, it doesn't even come off. It doesn't even look like a hockey shirt. It just opens up the sweater more on the neck. That's all.
Now you're just flexing on us a little bit here. Like this guy has fucking got his new
cutting
body.
Can't fit
cutting
his chest.
He's cutting clothes.
Bro,
he's doing the old school move.
I get clowned. I get clowned for cutting all the sleeves off my shirts. Now I'm gonna get fat again and have all these dumbass titty shirts and be like, oh shit.
Honestly,
it's happened.
I figured.
You know what's happened? I was fat and then I lost a bunch of weight. And then I got fat again, and then I was like fat. Like I can't wear these jeggings that I bought when I was feeling myself. I can't wear these ripped shirts and stuff with like my titty hair sticking out.
It's
it must. Yeah, what's it like mentally to like go back and forth? Do you notice anything? Like, do you notice a big difference?
Yeah, it's like drugs. It's just like a drugs roller coaster, except with your body extended over years. No, there was moments like I'm like a milestone person. I don't like realize 2 days later being like, this is gonna go bad if things continue. I'm kind of like 2 months later being like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why didn't I realize what I was doing? So like I'll get to a point where like if I put on a lot of weight really quickly at any stage in my life, I get a pain like in my back or in my leg. That's almost like
like the threshold is reached
like
that you get.
Like my body feels like it's working out when it's getting too much of a load too fast. It's not chill for my body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm a strong-bodied person. I'm a big person, and like weight has been on my side in encounters like playing football my whole life and stuff. And it's not like I'm an extremely slow person. Like I can get some momentum, but I'm not like a strong body person. I'm not like Lynch. I'd consider Lynch like a strong body person. Lynch is like I just look at like his lower back. Pick up something heavy. I pick up something heavy. My lower back's like, ouch. You know, like I'm not like you know who is my brother-in-law?
Fields.
Pat, my brother-in-law Pat, very strong body person. Like type of thing. Like I have an ottoman, a big ottoman.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let's move this over there. And I went to go do it, and he like bent down and like picked it up. And it's not like he's like a ripped guy or anything. He's just like a big mass, and it's kind of like resting on his belly. And he's like moving this ottoman where like the weight is so far on the front end of it too, and the way he's carrying it, I'm like
under it somehow. No, Pat is a fucking. He is like a brick shithouse body type. Like he's just a solid fucking dude.
Yeah, all my nephews, ever since the boxing match, my nephews want to punch me, so I let them all punch my stomach, and then Ford comes, Pat's son.
Oh no,
me too, and I'm like, you're not allowed.
Yeah,
go why? I'm like your father. Bro. Yeah, that's literally, I swear to God, exactly what I said. I literally was like, no, your dad's Goku, you're Gohan. Yeah. And actually, Pin's kid came, he was like, I'm going to punch you. I'm like, no, you neither.
Yeah,
I don't know how angry you are right now.
You're Trunks.
You're Trunks.
Would you let my child punch you?
No, I don't think so. Because you know what? Mostly like the competitive vibe. If she has your competitive gene, then like, yeah, that's it.
Like she does.
Yeah. Lynch's got a mad competitive gene. He got it from his mom. His mom would walk in sometimes, like into the room and look at him and be like, I could do more push-ups than you. Your mom could do more push-ups than you. And he'd be like, no, you can't. And she'd be like, yes, I can. He'd be like, I could do 100. She'd be like, I could easily do 100. And he's like, okay, you weigh like 80 pounds. And she's like, shut up, and like walks out. And I'm like, I don't have that dynamic with my mom at all. But my mom will come in and be like, ugh, look at you. And I'm like sitting down, like really vibing, usually like at the peak vibe. Like I'm like, life's good. I got Oreos, I'm high. And my mom comes in, she's like, look at you. Disgusting. She leaves, and then I'm like, maybe I am.
People wonder why we got binge eating issues. It's it all comes from the same place. We were actually talking
though.
Yeah, Harley and I were talking recently about like being fat versus clothes. Like he's talking about clothes and the fluctuation up and down. Because I also follow a similar path. Like at a certain age, I started going up and down, and it's so funny that like. You have clothes that you want to wear, but they're not working for you right now, you know? And so you kind of have to have two different closets essentially. And so you're trading the immediate satisfaction of the binge eating / food eating that we've talked about, the cookies, the fucking fast food. I mean, Epic Mealtime specifically will fuck you up at any moment in time, because unfortunately when you go and order 100 McDonald's burgers, like you're really tempting fate at that moment.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing.
The odds that
can
you
be
eat
said.
7 of them are pretty high.
It's really like one of those things that is a true test of your willpower. And unfortunately, we failed that test over and over and over again. And what we were talking about is the idea that like you get the satisfaction of eating, like the dopamine hit or whatever it is, and then you feel pretty bad almost instantly. You know, maybe 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, dude, I'm such a scumbag. Like, oh my God, like I can't believe I did that. You do all this negotiation internally, or you delay that, and then you get to wear all the like if you like to, I don't know, like buy clothes and do shit, and like, you know, obviously I'm buying McDonald's sweaters. I like to buy shit. I would like to be able to wear those things that I've purchased, but then I can't now because I've chosen the path of eating like a piece of shit. So it's like, it's kind of this thing where you got to make a decision, and one is like immediate gratification, and one is like the future me gets to enjoy my closet. If that makes sense.
It's actually funny, as someone, I was lanky my entire life, always like the skinniest in my family. And, you know, my mom like had weight issues, you know, she's had her battles. She's lost weight before, gained weight, blah, blah, blah. And one time, like when I was just kind of close to my fattest at the time, years ago, I was standing in front of my closet. I opened up my closet, and like I looked, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, this t-shirt is really thin right now for my fatness. And I was like, I don't know if I can close the buttons on this one, and I don't like it when the buttons aren't closed. And then I looked at my sweater, and I was like, I wore this sweater yesterday, but it is a good baggy sweater that I could have open and layer with this to like kind of hide, you know, how fat I am here. And I'm kind of standing in front of my closet, and I didn't realize that my mom had come downstairs, and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? She's like, you've never experienced this before. And I'm sure, Donnie, you probably haven't experienced this before either. And I was like, what? She's like, you don't know what to wear right now because you're fat.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you don't know what you're going to wear that's going to be comfortable with how you look or comfortable how you feel. And you're literally trying to put together right now a fat outfit of the clothes you have. And she was 100% right. I had never had that moment where I was like, huh, a lot of these t-shirts that just are t-shirts are looking a little weird right now.
Mm-hmm.
And literally like a year ago, even now I'm just wearing a white t-shirt, but I had this t-shirt from years ago. And I wouldn't just throw this white t-shirt on. It's a very titty-centric shirt. But now I don't really think. Now when I grab a t-shirt, I kind of like open my drawer, I grab one of my t-shirts and I throw it on. Whereas when I was fatter, I had like my One Bone shirts, shout out to One Bone, and I'd be like, I'm going out to dinner and I'm fat. I'm going to wear this shirt.
Yeah.
And now I could just like grab a shirt and it's like, I think less. But then I'm also in this transition. I'm reluctant to buy clothes because last time I was in better shape. I bought all these clothes and then I got fat and I was like, these clothes are gay as hell, bro. I'm like fat now too. So I'm also like, now that I'm fat, I'm like, Fit Harley's kind of a fucking loser, bro.
Yeah, you're like,
look at these like jeggings this idiot bought. I'm like, well, you thought you were Justin Timberlake, bro? This guy lost 30 pounds, thinks he's Justin Timberlake. Anyways, let's Uber Eats.
But you
like, say what you want. I'm happier than that guy. I'm like so fat. I'm like, I'm happier than that guy. Truth is, there were many times where I definitely was. I'm like eating Domino's pizza, getting my dick sucked. I'm like, shit, bro. Shit.
Yeah.
That happiness in the moment, I mean, come on. It is. You do feel
but you're
good.
right. It's pretty fast. It's
I
pretty
become
fast
more
after.
stressed.
No one walks into like after eating, walks out back into the parking lot at Olive Garden like,
Yeah.
No one's ever done that.
No.
Ever. Not a single person has gone into Olive Garden. Maybe you had a great time in there. For sure we did.
Oh, we
but when you
definitely
walk
did.
out and your foot hits the hot pavement outside and you feel how hot it is outside, really, and how much pasta you had.
You're in Florida
like,
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Florida, and you're full of fucking penne arrabbiata and unlimited breadsticks.
Whoa, you were a good boy. Penne arrabbiata. That's like the pasta I get when I'm like, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm at Olive Garden, I'm like, just cream, please. Can I just get breadstick pasta?
Yeah.
I just want the breadstick ripped up into like a cream of Alfredo. It's not even Alfredo. It's cream of Alfredo. They creamed the cream sauce.
I wish we could go deep at some point into some of our best binges. Would be a funny segment because they probably all go together in one because it's just all disgusting.
Yeah, I would have to mine some. I would have to mine some memories for sure.
Like a few.
Best binges, though, is a good segment. Should we set a homework?
Homework assignment.
A homework assignment.
I mean, I got.
And you know what?
Sure.
If best binges, I would like to hear some of the audience. If you guys are feeling it, you could throw a best binge in the comment section. I would actually love to read out some of your best binges.
Oh my god, just to feel better about
work
ourselves.
on yours
because I know some of you are shit. Yeah. There's no doubt that I know there's someone that hasn't missed an episode of this show, and here's all of our like, and then I ate the whole box, and he's probably sitting there the whole time like, pathetic.
Yeah.
You have no power.
He's sitting on a mountain of wrappers. Like,
I also think there's a guy who's got like a 6-pack his whole life naturally and would never eat any of this stuff. Maybe he's here because like he liked that I was collecting toys at one moment and she's still around. And he's like, I would never. Cereal? Milk? Never. It's all sugar and carb.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Derek from Step Brothers when he's like, I haven't had a carb since 2004, bro. Or whatever fucking year it was at the time. Who knows?
Yeah. We're a bunch of scumbags. I agree. I'd love to hear some best binges down there.
So but by the time we get back with an episode, we'll have been able to fucking inspect everyone else's binges in the comment and put ours up against theirs and each other's.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That will help jog my memory because it, there's been some real scummy moments.
It's a binge off.
Yeah. I did want to touch on this. It seems like we'd be going through this, but just like random collabos / we're marketing something to get some attention.
Which I guess is the point of all marketing, right?
It is, but now that I'm paying attention to how these food companies are really out here doing this, I saw like this Jack's Links holiday release that they put out. Now I know it's like past the holidays, but when I caught this, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah, you're like, "Can you?"
And
make
then I
this
like went to go
available
look at it. They sound like a Sasquatch 10-pound bag of jerky, which like the last thing I need is a 10-pound bag of jerky. Not my first choice, but they were only selling like 100 of them. Stock is limited, one day only type vibe. And like I went to their website and just read the comments, and it's so funny. People are like, I came here right at 8 a.m. on the release, like it's a shoe drop or something. And like some bot is answering them, being like, we're shocked how quickly it sold out too. Please stay tuned for more meaty bundles and cool offers like this in the future. If you have any further questions or concerns, please reach out. They just write the same thing.
Are you skeptical?
So, well, what's silly? What's silly about this? No, it's not skeptical. The comment section, because some comment section has bad comments. If that's what you were going to say.
No, I was going to say these sold out things that people tend to pull. I feel like sometimes it's like something's failing, so let's write sold out on it. Like cough, Trump NFTs.
No, this I feel like this is like they probably only made a couple 10-pound bags.
Yeah. No, they said I think they made 100.
Yeah, but the Jack Links is the biggest jerky supplier in the USA. So 100 bags of a particular thing is really like, listen, we've distributed far more than 100 bags of jerky ourselves, so we know. And it's funny that I know that Jack Links is top because we were briefly in the jerky business, and I think one of the highlights of it was when I found out that like the top dogs at Jack Link's threw down the pizza in a bag, triangle bag from Super Snack Time, brought to you by Epic Meal Time, and slammed down the pizza in the bag. And they're like, what is this? How did this get to market without us knowing? Lucky for them, I didn't have millions of dollars I wanted to keep spending to keep making millions of bags of jerky.
Yeah.
But I did own 1 million of something at one point there. We had like 2.5 million bags of jerky. But
Yeah.
Jack Link's, like you saw how much more real estate they had. So this 10-pound bag, they definitely did it. And really, they could have sold it to employees internally so they don't have to ship them. And they could just give them out. And so that could have been a fake part. But what's weird is like, and what I just find boomer about the site is that you can click the reviews and there's 2.5 stars and people are allowed to review the moment they order it. So they order the bag and now they're writing a review and other
For
people,
something they haven't received.
and other people are writing the reviews and they didn't get it. Like this guy's like, so how many did you have for sale at 8 a.m.? I would like to know the availability since I was online at 7 a.m. and never saw them listed. Sold in under 1 second. Bitch, there's 100 bags, Michael W. And this is the #1 jerky supplier in the USA. And they made a 10-pound bag. You think you're the only fat fuck that wants to fucking get the big ass bag of jerky? I want it too. And obviously this guy's never dealt with like a hype beast scenario before. He's like, oh, how many do you have? 8 a.m.? I was here at 7 a.m. Cool. You could have been online 8 p.m. the day before. At 8 a.m., every moment before is completely irrelevant. It's not like you were standing in line.
Like, I was in line on the website.
Exactly. You didn't have to be here at 7 a.m. You could come at 7:59 and get the same results, but he's never dealt with a bot before or anything.
There's
like
something out there about this.
We tried buying shoes and shit, and like that's just something that would happen.
Dude,
and this guy's
sold out
like,
in a second. Sold out in a second. I'm like,
No, this guy's got a
sucks.
case. This guy's got a case, and I'll tell you, they took the wrong angle, unfortunately, with this. And it really comes down to the marketing materials provided on their website. If you read it, like I might sue these guys for $25 million right now, to be honest, because it says, "Good news, procrastinators. There's still time to buy an epic gift for the holiday season. Obviously not if I showed up at 8 a.m. It's not available. Like, how dare you tell me there's still time?"
Maybe they mean their other products are also.
What do you mean? No, we'd call this a stocking stuffer, but we're not sure this much jerky can be contained. If you're still looking for a last minute gift is a very key thing to be saying there. Last minute gift implies that it's available. Like, hey man, you fucked up. You didn't go and shop for your, Christmas present, Hanukkah present. You know what you can do? You can definitely link up with Jack Link's and get that 10-pound, novelty jerky gift for the fucking Secret Santa or whatever the fuck you're doing. I would call that kind of bullshit, in my opinion. They're presenting it one way, and clearly by the reviews, it's not true. So
I would love to use that product in a practical way. I think it would be hilarious. I know I could get 5 guys to put in on that and eat it on a canoe trip. Like we can eat it for a week between 5 people.
Okay.
I mean, maybe 2 pounds of jerky in a week is a lot, but
I don't think it is, because jerky goes down like nothing. But
I want to like kind of throw it in their face. Like they think it's a gag gift. I'm going to be like, actually, I'm just getting a deal on your product that I would have bought anyways.
They go further here. They say the beefy present is ideal for procrastinators who've put off their holiday shopping, in brackets, you know who you are. They're literally teasing this fucking guy.
You know who you
right
are,
now,
you
with that
piece of
We'll rush
shit.
it with 2-day free shipping for free.
it's an incredible price too, this 10-pound bag.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you
It's
just
10
use it as an
pounds.
opportunity to get a deal on jerky you would have eaten anyways.
Yeah, you're saving like 15% per pound on the jerky by getting this much. But what's really interesting is, like I was saying, that I felt like there was a hype beast presence here, because one of the comments is 5 stars. And tell me this doesn't sound like it was written by a hype beast dude that gets how this shit works. Fuck all the 1-star haters that are too slow to buy jerky. Shit was amazing. Fuck all the haters that snoozed. L, bozo.
Shit.
This guy has a bot.
And
Like,
that's
he's not
on
a bot.
God.
Yeah.
This guy bought it all himself. In fact, he's like, I'm going to resell this shit.
Yeah, he's a poacher,
$1.
this guy.
He's like, I'm going to make an extra $1 on every bag and just flip it, Gary V style.
This
He's
person keeps
standing
going,
outside
hi,
of
Jay.
Walmart. Fuck, he's like, we got jerky. You got jerky. Who wants jerky? Hey, buddy, you want jerky? We got jerky.
This person keeps being like the Jack's Links. They're like, hey, we're surprised on how fast they sold out too. Stay tuned for more jerky deals. No, bitch. Okay? We want 10 pounds.
We recently did a video where we were talking about exposing some channel, whatever. It's not that important. What's important is you put something out there to the world that a lot of people were commenting about, saying that it's always about waffles and pancakes, but French toast doesn't really get love, and that you'd probably pick French toast out of those three. And it got me
Did you
thinking
guys
about
share?
what?
Did you guys share how you felt about it between waffles, pancakes, and
No, you
I
put that in
don't.
like
where did we? I sort of remember referencing.
no, we didn't talk
this,
about
but-
this.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this. This was
Okay.
on one of our Epic Mealtime recent uploads where we were talking
Okay.
about comparing and contrasting Epic Mealtime videos versus another channel.
Okay.
We did like a whole like
So we're
discussion
gonna.
about
This is the discussion. The who's like the king. Who's the
Well,
breakfast?
no,
cereal
Harley and his-
application?
in his VO talks about this specific topic, and it clearly resonated with the people because like all the comments are about that.
Oh, I thought I said that on here. Okay, it was on Epic Meal.
Yeah, it was on
My life
it
is a
was
blur sometimes.
Oh yeah, it was on the like React type video we did recently.
Oh,
We were looking
right.
at-
So what I said was, I love French toast.
Mhm.
And usually you'll get the choice between pancakes, waffles, a crepe, or French toast.
Yeah.
If you even get the French toast. And a lot of times people love waffles. People love waffles. And waffles holds itself to a very high regard. You usually get half a waffle, whereas you can get a couple pancakes. And I'm just going to assume that the device to make the waffles is what makes the waffles so valuable, like per square inch of item that you're getting. But I've always liked French toast better than pancakes, and I love pancakes. I love waffles. I
Yeah.
like French toast way better. And I feel like I'm usually standing alone on that. And then I saw a lot of French toast friends come through in the comment section being like, nah, French toast is hype.
Yeah. I think I
but
might
yeah, I'd
keep
like-
French toast as well, to be honest.
Really?
Well,
I love that.
Because
We have
you're
data.
You're getting more protein, right? You're getting like this egg. I feel like pancakes and waffles are kind of made of the same thing, and that's just fucking dust. Versus French toast, you have a better chance of getting it right. You could use different types of bread. There's like options. A waffle, like obviously there's good waffles and bad waffles. Same with pancakes. You could put things in pancakes, chocolate chips, blueberries, bananas, whatever. But I think French toast, between the combination of having eggs in it and the ability to pick a hype bread and different types of hype bread, I just think French toast, if you could only choose one, is like more versatile and hype.
So why don't people French toast pancakes more?
Say again?
unnecessary.
Why don't people French toast a pancake or French toast a
You
waffle?
mean just like mix an egg into
Mix it
the
with
batter?
like egg, cinnamon, and vanilla and fucking cook it on the edges of your pancake.
because I feel like you're not
Because
a
they
pancake
hate
is-
France, I think.
Well, I think I actually ran a poll here and have 2,000 people.
You got
waiting.
intelligence? You got
intelligence,
recon
yeah.
done?
I got recon on this, yeah, because I was curious
No.
because you made it sound like French toast wasn't getting love, and clearly, because you can't really trust the comments because you're also tipping the scale a little bit. You're saying you like French toast is more likely for someone
Yeah.
to say I
They're
like
not
French toast too.
fucking.
Timing
This
them.
isn't, bro. This isn't Mr. Beast's fucking.
No,
channel.
no,
We got
this is the
15-year-olds.
psychology
I'm not.
of how it works.
I'm not
Come
Andrew
on.
Tate with like a bunch of like 20-year-olds listening to me for guidance. I know there's some 35-year-old men listening right now like Harley's a fucking idiot. And that's cool. That's what we got out here. So I don't think I'm influencing. If French toast won, that's on French toast. That's not
No,
me
no.
manipulating the system here.
No. I'm saying the comment section of the original video.
Oh,
This
because I
other-
called out specifically only the French toast gang.
Correct. You were like, you tipped the
Oh,
scale
yeah.
in the video. In the actual poll, no, there's no tipping of the scale. This is just, the poll goes out to, I don't
It's
know,
like a
amount
French
of
toast
people.
call to action.
It was just a pick one, and I had French toast, waffles, pancakes. Now, we could debate when you put first and last, if that influences people's decisions in terms of
Well,
like your
yeah.
methodology, but, let's not go that far into it.
Right.
But French toast wins far and away with 47%.
Jesus.
People of the 2,000 people saying they prefer French toast. In a what I would call a distant second, Waffles. 30% out of 2,000 people have decided they think Waffles is their favorite. And then, unfortunately, Pancakes coming up the rear at 23%.
Pancakes, I think, have the highest instance of poor execution. Because
I think Pancakes are number one, personally.
I mean, I've had pancakes like fucking Danny Smiles pancakes, which is going to be something to very little. So he worked at Le Bremner. He's a chef. And now he works at the Willow in Hudson. And his specialty is these pancakes. You go there for breakfast. Anyway,
you said Danny Smiles? You said Danny Smiles, and the first thing that popped in my head was like, this is probably some sexy OnlyFans girl with little titties. What? Okay, or gay porn.
Yeah.
I was actually being straight for a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, how dare you?
I'm off it. I thought it was like a DANI, you know?
Yeah,
Smiles with a Z.
Danny Smiles. Yeah. Follow her Reddit and eat his pancakes.
I think Pancakes just offer the most versatility. I agree that like all these can be fucked up pretty easily, to be honest with you. I think Waffles are good in some instances, but a pancake can be dressed up many ways. French toast, you're kind of committed to the whole sweet vibe with the egg. It's just you're committed. You're very much.
You could saute. You could like saute onions with it, and kind of.
But,
you could.
That's I've never seen someone saute onions with French toast. What are you talking about? I've never heard of that.
Like,
hold on a second.
We go hard at breakfast at my place.
You're probably putting ketchup on your French toast too, you fucking weirdo.
Well, do you put ketchup on your eggs?
Not as a rule. Like I usually don't, but it depends. Like if
I used to a lot.
I do.
And then I realized once you put ketchup on it, you can't eat the rest of the meal without the ketchup.
Yeah. So if I make like an egg sandwich, if I put like an egg and cheese and toast with butter, I'll squirt some ketchup in there. Sometimes if I'm making scrambled eggs, I'll squirt some ketchup in there. But a lot of times I'm making like kind of cheesy eggs with diced vegetables.
And you do a maple syrup, Lynch?
I
do maple syrup on your eggs like that?
I'm a big, if you give me like the classic breakfast, 2 eggs with a pancake,
you put the maple syrup on the eggs also?
Everywhere.
Get this. I will often scramble eggs and I'll put the syrup in the egg scramble, cook it right into the fucking
You could do that?
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? I'd rather have it loose, just dripping everywhere. Personally, I in fact will dip my bacon directly into.
I'll grate cheese and put maple syrup. I'll grate like a strong cheese, like a salty ass cheese, into the scrambled eggs, and put maple syrup into the scramble before I put it in the pan, and it comes out super dope. Fuck, it's almost like a McGriddle. It's like the syrup's on the inside of this meal.
Yeah, I've been thinking about McGriddle. That's the first thing I thought about.
Yeah, that's what it's like, dude.
I had one recently, and I was like, "Damn!"
I wanted to know how they were recently. How was it?
It was fucking delicious. I actually got one McGriddle, one regular sausage and egger. Fucking fire.
That's the ultimate dirtbag meal. Is the
oh yeah,
the McGriddle?
Yeah. It's the ultimate dirtbag fucking 900 calorie breakfast sandwich. Like it's insane. And this is coming from someone that's actually been something I fucked up on over the years. Is that like I'll be at work in the morning and
580.
It's pretty high.
That's my calorie guess on a McGriddle.
Oh, it's got to be.
Oh, now we got to go in. But all that to say, I'm talking shit. I'm talking down on the McGriddle as someone who's eaten a bunch of them. That's actually somewhere I have my few weaknesses like gummies.
See, if I'm going big, I'll get the bagel, egg, and cheese there over the McGriddle because I'm not like a sweet guy. Always, I was like that. Now, I'll actually do their little. At breakfast, they have a chicken one, where it's basically just a McChicken on a McMuffin. It's pretty great, and I like the sausage McMuffin with no egg, just the sausage. Also great.
I think sausage and egg are number one. Like the bacon's never really worth it.
I don't like bacon and sausage so much in it because of the fucking nitrate action. But we won't get into nitrates right now.
No, I know what I'm getting myself into, and those nitrates are invited into my mouth.
Bro,
when it comes to the
pure
the puck of meat.
A sausage McGriddle with cheese is 550 calories.
Wow.
Damn, Scotty.
I've gotten counting all the calories for the last like 4 months.
Yeah,
I'm very good at it. I am pretty good at looking at something and knowing its caloric value. The only thing that still shocks me every fucking time, nuts. Anything nut related, it's like literally double what you think it is.
Right.
Like a peanut butter, a fake peanut butter, organic peanut butter, it doesn't matter.
I snack on almonds a lot of the time, and like that goes up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of jarring, which is a big issue.
Jarring?
Yeah, jarring. It's
like you make your.
What happens when you jar peanut butter? Like you just jar it one sitting with a spoon.
Oh, you're fucking serious? You open a jar of peanut butter and eat the whole thing?
I've done it before, yeah.
Dude, how do you have a pancreas?
Well, no, it's just really like a whole jar of peanut butter is probably like 2,400 calories.
Not the big jar. I'm talking like
I know what you're talking about. I'm also talking about the medium jar. You're talking about like the one that's like a bit bigger than like a can of Coke.
Like a beer can.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. that's like I bet you that's like 2,400 calories.
Yeah,
that is painful.
The big one's probably like 6,000. So you're never finishing.
The big one would literally put you in the hospital. I think.
Yeah, your body would not
put you in the hospital, not me, bro. That put me on the. That put me on the lip end of a blunt, boy.
Yeah, I survived. I survived jarring, so yeah.
I survived jarring. I feel like jarring can mean so many things on the internet. It's when you smash your ass whole
jarring
onto
is
a jar
you,
into the break.
You shoot your load in a jar for a month and then fucking drink it on Twitch.
This conversation is jarring.
Yeah, exactly. Jarring is more.
We're jarring our sponsors.
Surprising statement has jarred me into whatever. I don't know.
Shout out to no. Move right.
Okay, so I think we settled the Waffles French toast pancake. You guys are French toast guys. I go pancake for the reasons I've stated.
I'm all of them though. Like it's hard to choose, but I think French toast is hype as fuck, man. But I've had great pancakes. I've had waffles that were life changing. Also, like it's fucking.
The waffles utility to me is just to contain is my best part about waffles putting
the surface area for syrup.
The syrup in each one is the most satisfying thing.
Okay, I have a question actually before we move on from it. Sure. Talking about syrup, obviously everyone prefers real fucking maple syrup.
Not table syrup.
I don't like think about it. I just eat the syrup. But if I have a choice, I'll pick the amber AAA rated Canadian syrup or whatever.
Okay, but if it's Aunt Jemima, then it's Aunt Jemima.
That doesn't exist anymore. But yes, whatever the new version of Aunt Jemima is, yes, I would just eat it. I don't care.
Harley, what's your preference?
I go to breakfast in Quebec. And I pay $2.95 for the tiniest fucking shot glass of real maple syrup.
But what if they don't have it?
Even if I take that maple syrup and use it with the other syrup, the entire experience is better. I don't go to places that don't have
option.
If they're like, we don't have it, then I will take like the table.
Or would you change your order to something that doesn't require syrup?
No. If I've decided that I want like French toast, like it's fine. It's not going to stop me.
I literally will not eat anything but the real shit.
Yeah, but you got vengeance against corn syrup.
I'm
you got beef with corn.
I got beef with corn all around.
I know.
You know I'm on that corn.
Donnie's the type of guy that like he'll tell you what sucks about whatever it is you're consuming while you're in the middle of consuming it.
It's like, I know.
No one murked pizza in a bag harder than Donnie.
Oh, no, yeah,
it's funny. Like I actually felt bad. I'm like a jerky fan, and I legitimately just didn't like the taste of pizza in a bag, and I tried.
Did you have the bacon version? Because the bacon version was legit crack.
I had them all.
Yeah, it was
and I
good.
Swear to God. I don't know. Maybe I got sent because you sent me like Dude, I was so touched. You sent me a whole fucking package. I got a t-shirt and I got like chip clips.
Oh, you got the big box there?
Yeah. You sent me a fucking like presentation box.
Bro, you and Hassan got the same box.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so and I opened it up and I was like, I fucking hate it.
You're like, all of it? None of it.
Literally none of
dog.
it.
Bro, you don't need Donnie doesn't eat pepperoni anyways, let alone
I try to avoid. I typically don't eat any jerky that has nitrate in it. I like just the celery nitrate, not the added nitrates.
Oh yeah, I was actually reading that's why healthy jerky became a real thing.
Dude, fucking nitrates, man.
Recently
increases your chance of colorectal cancer by 80%.
We can't get into this because the amount of articles coming out about talking about how much you take off your life when eating ultra processed foods, which is like pretty much the existence of a lot of what we've done is pretty depressing. I know we knew it when we were getting into it, but it's the evidence is becoming more and more grave for all of us.
It's like when you hear
No, I was just gonna say I do think your body, like if you make some decisions, like even at this age, like you can definitely help yourself out in the future after doing
100%.
some of that stuff. Like if you decide to go into a more healthy direction and like remove that, I do think your body's like capable of
body's super resilient. And also all these things are based on like averages and statistics and amalgamations of data. There's no one truth for every person's body. Everyone knows that person that beats the shit out of themselves and like lives to 100, and then you have the clean cut people that get cancer at 20.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So not only does that shit freak you out when you read how bad processed food is, but if you ever listen to Matthew Walker talk about sleep and how bad it is for you to not sleep. Anyway,
I beat that game. Yeah, no, I beat.
No,
that.
you die. You die from lack of sleep before, like after air.
Yeah,
like air is the most necessary thing. Then it's sleep.
Yeah.
Then water. Then food. And that entire concept has been like so mind blowing to me because it's something I only grasped like within the last 5 years. As someone who loves not sleeping, I can't believe I've been operating on like 40% of my full potential just because I'm like, one more game, one more joint.
Yeah.
Well, that's the crux of the issue. And Donnie doesn't suffer from this, but if I'm ever going down the Blades train, it keeps me up much longer than I need to be every time because I'm chasing the night. I'm chasing the like movie I want to watch or whatever entertainment I'm consuming. I'm like, I get high to consume the entertainment. And then it just becomes like 4 a.m. and I'm just cracked out like, oh yeah. That's why pretty much my sleeping was fixed once that exited my life, to be honest with you, completely.
Yeah, this guy had a baby just so he could like have his life in control.
No, I fixed that issue a long time ago.
No, it's true. I remember.
A long time ago.
There's literally a name for this. There's a name for it where you are trying to reclaim your night. I get this. A lot of people get this. I think I have ADHD, honestly, if I could diagnose myself with something. But yeah, a lot of people get this where you try to, if you work all day and then you have work again in the morning and you feel like you don't have a lot of free time. So you kind of fuck yourself over and stay up because you want that free time. You deserve a night. And then you end up robbing from the next day and being tired and restarting the cycle.
You're clearly defining what it's like having a child because your time is robbed from you. And then you're like, oh, I get to chill now because there's no schedule that doesn't exist. The baby decides, I'm sleeping 1 hour today. I'm taking a nap. I'm not taking a nap. It's all like you're always on your toes as to like how much time you're going to get to do something. And so when they finally go to bed for the night, you're like, oh, okay, I should go to bed now. But you know what? I'd like to, like, I got to do a bit of work. I got to do this. And I like to chill and read my book or watch a movie or whatever the fuck I'm going to do to like unwind. And then next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. You're like, oh, I got to wake up in 4 hours.
I found the name. Sorry, Harley. It's called revenge sleep procrastination. It's literally has a name for this behavior. Yeah, there's actually a name for this behavior because it's such a common and, understandable thing.
Sounds cool as hell, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I made it sound enticing.
The name of my book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have a baby, potentially triggering question, guys. Like, are you ever like, not that you would ever be like I don't know how to ask it, but basically like any shot you would ever forget it in the car? Because I think about like, I like will like light a candle. I like candles now. I'll get into it. Actually, I won't. I like candles. That's all. I'll light a candle and then I'll like be doing something and I'm like, oh, there was a candle in the other room that I forgot about. And I know it's all cool and stuff, but I'm still like type of guy to forget the candle. The baby's entirely different from a candle in the other room, right?
No, it's not stupid because this happens obviously all the time. I think there's a couple benefits on my side. I'm a bit older. Like I've matured to a person who like, you know, I am prepared to have a child at this point in my life. And no, my child will remind me that they're there at all times because she has exactly zero chill. There's no chilling, no relaxing. We did like babies have different demeanors. My baby's best described as being determined.
Yeah, you sent me a video. You were in your office and she was like outside the door banging on the glass. like it's like my mom banging on the door like, and I'm taking too long to come answer and her hands are full. All right, guys, that's Binge Eater Podcast for today. Guys, if you watch this on YouTube, go rate and review this on your favorite podcasting platform. Let's give the Binge Eater Podcast stock a boost by going to these places and checking them out there as well. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Trust no one except us.